Okay, now for actual charging, just make sure that your banana plugs are plugged into the charger before you connect the charge lead. These two are naked, and if they touch against each other with the 6 cell, they will immediately weld together and you're not going to be able to charge your battery. So when these are taken out of the charger or before they're put into the charger, the battery must not be in the balance plug. So the process of plugging in the battery, we're first going to plug in the balance lead, and here you'll see there are two little locating ridges on the top and nothing on the bottom. So you can either use the small balance board, but with these batteries it is a 6S, the locating ridges on the top, and then it'll plug straight in. Once that's in, then we can connect our charge lead. So just very short here, the charger is going to push current through the charge lead into the battery. These are 6 4.2 volt cells that are connected in series to each other. So it's just going to pump it in here. Then the charger uses these leads here to do the balancing. Some chargers make use of withdrawal, so when that one cell reaches 4.2 volts, it's actually going to start drawing voltage out of the 4.2 while the others are going up to 4.2, and then it'll charge each cell up at 0.1 volts 0.01 volts at a time until all 4 battery cells are 4.2 volts. Okay, so once we've connected it in like that, then we can go here. So we've set it up balance charge, 6 cell, 6000 milliamp hour. In this case we have a 5000 milliamp hour battery, so I'm going to reduce this. This is the runtime safety cutoff. So if it reaches 5000 milliamp hours, the charger will switch itself off. If the charger reaches 25.2 volts, it'll switch itself off. This one's set at 2 hours, so if it charges for 2 hours, it'll switch itself off. And if it reaches over 70 degrees Celsius internally, it'll switch itself off. So it has safety cutouts. And we're going to charge this one. It's the balance charge. We're going to charge it slowly now at 2 amps, and now we're good to go. So what to do with the charger is we long press the start button, we push it and we hold it in. And what it's done there, it's read the voltage of the cell. It's got a timer showing you it's busy reading the internal resistance and the voltage of the cell, and that'll show you how long it's been charging. And this value here, it's always good to take note of it and start getting an idea of how many milliamp hours you're using on a flight. This will give you the milliamp hours that are being put into the battery. And yeah, you can see the amperage is now climbing, and this is the current that's being pushed into the battery, and it should go up to 2 volts or 2 amps, apologies. There we are, 2 amps, and that's the safety. And then here's the storage being returned to the battery. You'll hear there's a little internal fan that's come on there to keep it cool. Like I said, 70 degrees Celsius. So on a warm summer's day, if you leave this out in the sun charging, black charger, sun, heat and working, it's going to hit 70 degrees Celsius, and then it's going to cut itself off for safety. Once it's reached full charge, it'll signal an alarm and switch the charger off. Now if we press and hold, if we press the plus button, you will see the voltage of each of the cells. If I press it again, that's the last two. So those are 6 cells. 3.83 all the way through, 3.83, 3.82. So what the charge is going to do is going to push this cell up to 3.83 volts. And once it's done that, then it'll start, it cycles each cell up 0.01 volts until all reach 4.2 volts. If I push the minus sign, it'll show me that the end voltage for this battery is 25.2. And if we look at the instruction label on the battery, you'll see here that maximum charge is 25.2. Minimum takeoff and storage will be between 23.2 and 23.8. And never let this battery go below 22.2. This is on a 6-cell battery. So only charge it in Lipo charge, never leave it unattended. These are a fire risk. Remove the battery from the craft when it's not in use, because some people I've seen have left it plugged in and killed the battery, discharged it to zero, cannot recover it. Don't use the battery if it starts getting swollen and if it's leaking. These things are an explosive hazard and not only a fire hazard. And if you do get any of the lithium in the eyes, have it washed out, and if there's any bad irritation or burning, you'll have to seek medical attention.